All right, what's up, my dudes? All right, so making this video for you to watch, and mainly for you to watch. And what I want to talk about is methods to make practice less boring and dumb and make it easier and more effective, right? Because I know we all practice a lot, like every day. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to talk about how to go about doing that. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the importance of warming up. So, it's probably not a good idea to just get up on your instrument, take it out of the case, put it together, and then just expect to be able to go, right? We warm up in band. You have to warm up when you practice. And we're going to talk about two ways to warm up, one for wind players and one for percussionists. So, big part of that is even tone. And that doesn't just apply to wind players, it also applies to percussionists. And we're going to talk about how to make an even tone. And I'm going to use a trombone. You'll have to excuse me. I don't really practice this instrument ever because, I'm a guitar player, but I'm going to do my best. I just realized how ironic it is. I'm in a video about practice. I'm like, I don't really practice this instrument, but I promise I practice this one a whole lot. So anyway, one thing we can do for even tone is, well, the key to even tone is good breath. Like Mr. Father says, breathe, it's free, there's no taxes on it. Take advantage of it while you still can. So we have to make sure we get a big breath, breathe from our stomachs. Remember the rubber chicken. Take a big, solid breath in. You should feel your stomach poking out a little bit, right? Yeah. Keep a nice open throat and blow very even air. So now I'm going to play two notes. The first one is going to be even. The second one is going to be uneven. So just listen. Now for the uneven one. Right? First one, nice straight line. I took a good big breath from the belly, and I'm really focusing the sound to make it nice and even. Second one, kind of breathed from the chest, didn't really pay much attention to my wind stream, and it went, and you'll notice it also went out of tune because you need air in order to stay in tune. So yeah, good way to practice this is to take your B flat scale and just play it in whole notes, right? So I'm going to do that now. So with a nice even tone, nice good breaths. Yes. Sweet. Okay. Anyway. 1, 2. Never mind, that's not a B flat. Right? So, basically how you do that. That's a really good way to warm up as a wind player. How we do that as a percussionist, right? So everyone has a dominant hand, usually the hand you write with, and a non-dominant hand, the other hand. Usually, we're really good at drumming in our dominant hand. For me, it's my right hand. And our left hand kind of lags behind. So I'm going to give you 2 exercises to work on that. So, get our 2 sticks, get our drum pad. I promise there's a drum pad down here. You might not be able to see it. But So what we're going to do is, you can start with your dominant hand, and we're just going to play eighth notes for one measure of 4/4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we're going to do both in unison for one measure, right? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. After that, left hand, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? So doing that all together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's the one. Now the second one. We're going to be playing alternate sticks. So we're going to play quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, then eighths. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then sixteenths. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and back to eighths. Back to quarters. Then eighths. Then sixteenths. Then eighths. Repeat ad nauseum, right? So that's a good way to work on that as a percussionist. So moving on. That's the only thing we have to talk about specifically, both, because the rest of these 3 points I want to talk about are universal to all instruments. So first thing I want to talk about is a concept called isolation. So what a lot of young players do, they have take a piece in band. Like we're working on Carpathian Castle, the Firebird, whatever, and they'll have a section that always gives them trouble. They always mess up, whatever, right? And what they'll do, so they'll get their instrument out, they'll go to the beginning and play 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 and play. And the closer they get to that section that they always mess up, they go, oh, don't mess it up, don't mess it up, don't mess it up. And the closer they get, they go, oh, don't mess it up, don't mess it up. And they get there, and they mess it up. And they go, oh, why am I so stupid and dumb and an idiot? And why am I so bad at my instrument? Oh, my gosh. So then what they do, they go right back to the beginning and do it again. They get to the section that gives them trouble. They mess up the same way, go through the same, oh, why am I so bad? Right? I'm going to teach you how to avoid that. So, isolating is taking that one part that's giving you trouble and just working on that. You don't have to play the whole piece just to work on, what is sometimes even just a couple notes, right? So you can cut out most of it. So to give you an example of this, I'm going to take American Folk Trilogy. And let's say I'm a clarinet player and I am having trouble at, let's pick measure 37, right near the end. So it starts right there, right? I can ignore all this, and those two measures and just start there, right? Don't have to play the beginning. If you know you can do it, you don't have to do it, right? And so I'm gonna pretend this is my clarinet because I don't own a clarinet. So, and I'm gonna play through like that, and just play that part. That's all you need. So, first concept, only practice what you can't play. And second part of that, don't just practice till you get it right. Practice till you can't get it wrong. Let me say that again because it's super important. Don't practice until you get it right. Don't practice. I'm getting tongue-tied. Don't practice until you get it right. Practice until you cannot get it wrong, right? Because think, if I practiced that 1,000 times wrong and got it right once, when I go to play it the next time, I've played it 1,000 times wrong. I'm probably going to get it wrong again, So you have to build up a lot of good, right things before we can move on, right? So, play what you need to play. That is note one. The second part I want to talk about is how we work on those isolated sections once we find them. And a great thing that I like to do is a thing called looping. And what you can do with looping is, let's say I'm having trouble right there, like right through there. I can isolate just that first note and play it on every pulse. So on guitar, that note is a C, so I can just go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and practice till I can't mess it up. Move on to the second note, which is also a C. So we're gonna move on to the third already. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Fourth note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Now I know this might look tedious, but this is an example. When you are practicing and working on those little parts, you won't have to do it as much as I just did, right? For the example. Because you'll find the smaller the pieces are, the easier they are, the faster you can get them, right? So, yeah. Take it a note at a time. That's all you need. Yeah. Yeah. So, to recap on what we learned about isolating, because this video is already getting a little longer than I'd like it to be. But don't just start from the beginning. Focus your practice on places that aren't good. Don't worry about the stuff that is good. If you know you can play it, you can play it. Don't worry about it. Focus on the stuff you can't. Here's the big one. Don't practice till you get it right. Practice till you can't get it wrong. If I could if I can beat one thing into your head with practicing, it's that. And looping. Take it one note at a time. Just loop it right back into itself. Right? Just loop that bad boy. All right. So that is what I want to talk about today. I'm going to leave. There's another concept we're probably going to talk about on Friday. Or, well, I'm going to make a video about and talk at you about. But yeah, we're going to save that for another day. So there will be a discussion board under this video in today's module, or the part of today's module, whatever it is. So if you have any questions on anything that I talked about today, let me know. And if you don't have any questions, everything sounds super clear, let me know how you practice, or if you practice. But I know you do, right? You guys practice like every day? Good. Good. All right. So that's all I want to talk about. Have a fun Thursday. Hope you didn't get snowed in the blizzard. It hasn't started snowing yet because I'm filming this beforehand. But yeah, don't freeze.